The Friday Eve edition of Weather for Weather Geeks. We've got a lot to talk about this evening, so let's not waste any time. Let's get right to it. We're heading into the weekend, and the weekend is going to start on a stormy note tomorrow on your Friday, then the weekend itself, Saturday, Sunday, looking quite a bit calmer, just cooler. First of all, we were sent in a great picture of this scud cloud today from Nathan over in Mercer County. These types of clouds are oftentimes mistaken for funnel clouds or even tornadoes because they're kind of scary looking clouds. Basically the idea here is, it's basically the same mechanism that forms a shelf cloud, if you will. Cool air flowing out from the storm right along the leading edge. New clouds start to form low to the ground. And the difference is, or one of the differences is, between this and a funnel cloud is this doesn't rotate. Scud cloud can kind of have a ragged appearance sometimes. Sometimes it can look a little smoother like this one, but oftentimes it has kind of a ragged looking appearance, but it hangs low to the ground. It looks kind of ominous. A lot of people mistake them for funnel clouds or even tornadoes. So we saw a few of those earlier today, and that was over in Mercer County. And actually, Mercer County has had the busiest day compared to the rest of our region. Some pretty heavy thunderstorms mid-afternoon across parts of the county, up to an inch worth of rain possible in western parts of the county, and then we had quite a bit of rain over in northeastern parts of Mercer County. These rainfall totals estimated by the radar might be a little high because we did have some small hail, like yesterday, some small hail mixed in here, and when we have hail, it kind of fools the radar algorithm sometimes into thinking it's heavy rain, and it makes it overestimate the rainfall totals. Well, this evening when I recorded Weather Geeks at about 7:45, not much going on. South of Interstate 80, it's been a pretty calm day today. And even north of I-80 this evening, things are quieting down in a hurry. A couple of thunderstorms up in Ashtabula County and up over the lake. That is about it. All right, it's muggy out there. Dew points, as expected, rose through the 60s today. Here's our strong weekend cold front marching east. Actually, I should call it the Friday cold front because this is what is heading our way for tomorrow. It'll be what prompts all the thunderstorms mid to late afternoon tomorrow, and then the big refreshing change coming our way behind it for the weekend. All right, so let's start talking about the severe weather threat tomorrow afternoon. This is going to be a much more organized band of storms than we've had in this kind of hit or miss pattern we've been in over the last couple of days. Just about everyone's going to see at least some rain tomorrow. One of the ingredients, wind energy in the atmosphere. And pretty good looking low-level jet here on the modeling. See these purple colors. We're talking winds of up to 50 miles per hour or so at about 5,000 feet above our heads. Thunderstorms can bring down some of that wind energy if they get tall enough. So wind is going to be one of our primary threats tomorrow. The Storm Prediction Center does have the entire region in the slight risk. Slight is kind of a misnomer. It's kind of one of the medium categories here. It's not at the high end. It's not at the low end. It's more towards the middle. It certainly gets our attention when we're in a slight risk for severe weather because it's not all that frequently that we are, a handful of times or so each summer. Maybe if I were to guesstimate, in an average summer, we're probably in a slight risk area as put out by the Storm Prediction Center, 8, maybe 10 times in a summer, if I were to guess. Don't have any hard data on that, but if I were to guess. So I think it is warranted tomorrow. We've got the strong cold front heading our way, and here's the latest run of our in-house model here. It has the worst of the weather right around late afternoon. We're talking 4 to 5, 5:36, kind of that 2-hour window, late afternoon, right around dinner time for a lot of people. And then by 7 o'clock, 7:30, if you want to come downtown to the Italian Fest tomorrow, or if you're heading to the Columbiana County Fair tomorrow evening, I think we're kind of honing in pretty well here on the timing, and you could probably salvage a good chunk of the evening. 7:30, 8, 8:30, 9 o'clock, I think most of the storms are gone by then, so we can salvage a good chunk of the evening. And then we'll have some clouds and maybe a leftover shower late at night. So here's what I have as far as the severe weather threat timing and everything else you need to know for tomorrow. I have it 2 to 7. 2 might be a little too early. We'll continue honing in on this, but a general time to be weather aware tomorrow will be roughly between 2 and 7. An organized squall line of storms coming through, and I'd put easily the number one threat being wind damage. These will be moving along, so flash flooding, I can't rule it out because the rain could be locally heavy, but at least the storms will be moving and that should at least reduce the threat for flash flooding a little bit. Just a quick reminder, a lot of you already know this, of course, of the difference between just a regular garden variety thunderstorm and a severe thunderstorm. There are criteria to this. 1 inch or larger in diameter hail, which we don't see all that often around here. You know, we do, but it's not all that common. Usually our severe thunderstorms have more to do with wind around here. Winds of 58 miles per hour or greater and or a tornado constitutes most of our severe thunderstorms around northeast Ohio and into northwest PA. So hour by hour rain chances coming up for you Friday. I have them kind of peaking, as I showed you a second ago on that model. Late afternoon. This is something I'll be tweaking before 21 News at 11 tonight with the latest model information coming in. I will fine-tune these numbers a little bit so you can plan your Friday accordingly. The weekend's going to be a lot different, though. You know, we're talking about a September-like day on Saturday. There could even be a sprinkle or a shower, especially up in the north towards Ashtabula County, Crawford, Erie counties, and PA. It's going to look and feel like late September, Saturday morning. Saturday afternoon promises to be brighter. We'll get into the lower 70s, 72, 73 on average. High pressure will give us a clear sky Saturday night. And then on Sunday, looking a little bit cloudier than we thought earlier. I think clouds will increase in the midday and afternoon. And we could even see a stray shower trying to sneak in by the very end of the day on Saturday. Most of the daylight hours should be just fine, though. All right, quick peek at the longer range. Next week is looking cool compared to average. Here's a look at the latest European modeling showing a big bomb of blue and green out in the middle of the country in the 7 to 14 day outlook here. We'll be on the fringes of this. We're not going to be cold, but we're going to be a handful of degrees below average most of next week. A lot of highs in the 70s next week. Our average high next week is 81 climatologically speaking, so we'll be below that just about all week. I think the cool anomalies will shrink as we go into the second half of August. Increased chances for more typical heat, more typical summertime heat, and maybe even some above average temperatures as we transition into late August. Here's a look at the American modeling showing sort of a similar idea here as we get out into here's the 18th through the 23rd. Again, increased chances for some warm weather, maybe even some hot weather as we roll into that second half of August. That's kind of the song I've been singing all week, and don't see anything different on the modeling so far this evening. All right, thanks for watching tonight's weather for Weather Geeks. Again, stay weather aware tomorrow. We'll be doing some Facebook Lives and keeping you up to date on the Storm Tracker 21 app. Make sure you have that. And of course, on the TV side, I'll have a full update tonight on 21 News at 11. Jess will have your forecast tomorrow morning on WFMJ today, and I'll chime in probably with a video blog from the home weather cave tomorrow morning. So look for that on Facebook and Twitter probably by 9 a.m. or so. Have a great night, everyone.